Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. My name is Julia Rose. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for everyone else to find, as these are timeless collective messages, so put it where it fits. If you're new here, welcome. So happy you made it to this video. Please let me know that you're new here so I can say hello. Bobby, welcome in. Marianne, welcome in. Learning Composure, brought to you at the right time. Good, 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 good. Welcome in. Lisa, hello. I am excited to be bringing you these messages today, folks. I am expecting some kind of interruption in the middle of this message, so we'll see how far we get with this. So we'll be here for as long as we are here. Welcome in. Mom of the kids, welcome in. Kate, welcome. Cynthia, welcome. Oh, it is afternoon for you, isn't it? Yeah. See, did I not just say, yeah, you guys, this is such an interesting message today because this is probably not what you think it is. Okay. Now, the title of this video is the fact that you are graduating from twin flame karmic dynamics, but this is going to apply to a lot of different situations. So, as always, take what resonates with you, leave the rest for everyone else to find. That means if something really makes you go, yeah, no way, Julia, that means it's not for you. That means it's not for you, sweetie. But if something is like, oh my God, you're talking to me, or something makes you go, oh, wait, I never thought about it that way, or that's interesting, that's also something that resonates, okay? Sometimes the triggers are meant to be pointing you in any given direction, but at the same time, you always put it where it fits, put it where it fits. Sometimes that's cross-referencing, or if an energy that we're tapping into in my messages, or if you catch this in other people's messages, feels like it's mirrored and the situation is opposite that is being described of what you're actually experiencing, that's an example of something that is coming through for you, but through a different perspective, okay? So just putting it where it fits, that's all that means. It's like making a collage or doing paper mache. You gotta take all of your ingredients, you work with what you got, and you put it in a little hodgepodging mess till it fits what you're trying to make. Okay? Till it fits your situation or what you're trying to see come to fruition. Angela, welcome. All right. So, this message, again, I always pray my messages find you at the precise time you need them. We're going to be talking about twin flame karmic dynamics. Okay. For those of you who are new to my channel, I just want to say a welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And if you've been with me for some time, or if you're new here, but you kind of taken a look through other messages that have been on my channel for a while, I've been on YouTube for a few years. I did start my channel actually talking about the twin flame journey, and my spirit team guided me away from that because actually one of my spirit guides is Dolores Cannon, and she is actually someone that I channel. And she came to me and she was like, Julia, hey, yes, but also this is not the end of the story. She said that the Twin Flame School is a school of very intense karmic learning. And this is for souls who are looking to learn deeply and learn fast. Okay. And sometimes how that quickness of pace appears in your life is not how you think it manifests, okay? Or how you think it should appear. Generally, it's that once you start to realize what's happening in these dynamics at the more unconscious or energetic levels, you start to open up more quickly because things start to fit into place, and then your ascension becomes very rapid. Okay, that's what I mean by it can be a very quick journey for you. Okay, yes, twin flames are indeed a karmic relationship. They are just a type of karmic soulmate that you do have contracts with to learn from and learn through. Now, this mirroring is going to be one of the things that we're talking about today. One of these karmic dynamics that you're actually breaking out of. So As an empath, a lot of my messages resonate with folks who identify with being empaths, being psychics, mediums, shamans, light workers, healers in your own right. It's beautiful. And one of the things that you really struggle with when you're learning how to embrace and navigate your sensitivity is learning where that line really is between where others begin and you begin. Okay. So, as you're starting to become a little bit more aware of yourself through the twin flame karmic school. Now, there's a lot of theories that some people only have one twin flame. Some people are special and have two or three. Some people are specialer and have four. You have as many twin flames as it takes for you to learn the lessons, okay? That's point blank the lesson. That's what Dolores Cannon is saying, okay? She's here helping us with these messages today. So, also, some of the archangels are here too. Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel. Archangel Michael's usually around when I'm doing live streams, but these are the particular personalities that have decided to come through to facilitate these messages today. Yay. So, we're going to be understanding more today about why the twin flame karmic dynamic is so intense. And this is aimed at helping you understand from a more detached state what the situations have been for you, so that way when you start to process some of these emotions and you're navigating real time how you want to move forward in some of these situations, that it's it feels okay. So it's very interesting because it feels very personal, and yet it is the depth of sensation, the depth, excuse me, well, we'll talk about it, the depth of passion and the depth of attachment that are meant to be the catalyst for change. Now, where twin flames are a unique set of karmic soulmates is that they mirror polarities. Okay. So generally that looks like there's one twin flame that is more situated in the light and one that is more situated in unconsciousness. Now you can call that darkness. Again, it's really a spectrum of how far that polarity really goes. It's all a spectrum here. So again, you'll put it where it fits. But when you're looking at you guys, for instance, and I know, and I feel like this is more where the people that my messages are reaching. Again, you might need to flip it. I feel like you guys are more in the boat of like you are here to understand and embrace your light. And so sometimes you have a hard time stepping out of your own shadow, stepping out of the hiding and really letting yourself feel or be visible, but believing that you're safe enough to be seen in that strength. As a sensitive person, collective, that is a very, very crucial, pivotal lesson for you to master. That is one of the twin flame key karmic dynamics, is teaching you how much understanding that you are an individual in your relationships is meant to serve you on your spiritual journey, okay? A lot of twin flame dynamics come with intense enmeshment and a not clear knowing of where, again, where you separate. Okay. And sometimes that requires physical separation because even in the energetics, there can be a lot of that phantom awareness or that energetic presence that you can still feel as if separation is not even taking place, right? So, and then on the other hand, you have the twin flame in the dynamic that may not be so um, blatantly or passionately pursuing a a very genuine, authentic, heart-led life. Okay, we'll phrase it like this. And so where the twin flame dynamic is aiming to teach you through mirroring is to show you more of who you are and who you are not. Because light workers, you're so sensitive. And sometimes you spend time around people who may have really strong character traits that maybe they're not necessarily negative, but they can be. Sometimes they're positive, and you tend to kind of uh, take some of that on just by virtue of being around folks. Okay, and I'm not saying that you are not the stronger person, stronger spiritually, stronger emotionally, whatever. It's not about that. It's about there's a frequency that is dominant. And when you are still figuring out who you are collective, it can be very difficult to see and clearly discern, oh, okay, well, is this manifesting in my reality because this is actually me? Or is it trying to teach me something? Empaths, light workers, healers, sensitives, you really struggle with internalizing the negativity of others, okay? And that can kind of end up being absorbed clutter in your shadow. So what these really intense mirroring soulmates aim to do is make it abundantly clear what you will and will not stand for, who you are and who you are not. And that is something that doesn't necessarily have to take place in physical proximity. Like we were saying before, this is a connection that has a lot of boundaries that are crossed. Twin flame connections always have boundaries that are crossed. Okay? A lot of connections do. But this is something where it is it is more common to have that take place than not. Okay? And because of that enmeshment, it can be very difficult to discern your own desires at times. Now, again, there's a couple of different types of ways that twin flame karmic dynamics can manifest. But again, I'm here to talk about you. We're here to talk about you. We're here to talk about what you're healing through, what you are realizing, and what other perspectives might be available for you to try on for size. You're welcome. Glad it's resonating. So, yes, we are all source, but not everyone is a twin flame. That's a very specific soul contract that people enroll in when they set their syllabus for Earth School. It's a very specific contract. So it's not for everyone. And that's okay. Because again, this is very, very, very intense. And you know it if it's happened to you. You know it if it's happened to you because there's a whole lot of types of intense connections that can take place, but these are some of the most brutal, to be totally blunt. These are some of the most painful because they force you to choose yourself in situations where sometimes you don't want to. But that's part of the growth. And as a sensitive person, when you set that initial boundary and you create that initial degree of separation, you actually start to catalyze a new set of contracts that actually initiate you and out of the out of the twin flame karmic dynamic. When you actually put your foot down and you finish patterns and you say enough is enough, that initiates you into a self-healing cycle where you learn how to show up for yourself and to really be the love that you seek. Because what Dolores Cannon then told me comes next is your twin, no, not your twin. See, it's not, some of you guys really want these people back, but you can't be attached to who it is. You can't be attached to who it is. Because what's waiting for you, who's waiting for you, if you decide to complete all of these contracts, move through the lessons, is your kingdom spouse. And now again, there's a lot of shoddy miscommunication around how these dynamics are supposed to play out. Let me be clear. God does not discriminate. And there is so much garbage on the internet about how there is supposed to be only a man and only a woman, okay? That none of that sits here on this channel. This is an inclusive space. Divinity is unique for a reason. And who you are drawn to, who you want to become, how you want to identify, and how you're learning to balance your own masculine and feminine energy is beautifully you, just the way you were meant to be. Okay? So, none of that here. None of that here. None of the nonsense. None of the divine masculine means man, divine feminine means woman. Well, that's placing limits on God, and we're not here to do that. We're not here to do that. Thank you for your blessing, Amma. So, releasing yourself from some of these twin flame karmic contracts also means understanding why choosing yourself is not a betrayal to others. Okay? Understanding why. As a light worker, you are meant to polarize. The more you embrace your truths, the more you sharpen and clarify your truths. That also includes your identity, what you're drawn to, what your dreams are, what and whom you desire. As you start to settle into these truths more clearly, your frequency becomes stronger and sharper because you have an awareness. You've made decisions based on your experience. And again, that's the kind of thing that has to happen with experience and over time. So again, and I say over time because there are things that have to play out. There are certain things in your life that need to play out over time. What that time frame is, I have no idea. That is unique to you. That is unique to the rate at which you learn, which some souls learn very quickly, some souls learn kind of at a normal pace, and some souls are not interested. Some souls are not interested. So, as you start to come into a greater self awareness, folks, as you start to become more clear on what it is you really want, who it is you really are, what it is that actually feels like respect in the way that you treat yourself and in the things that you tolerate in connections. Because it's the little things that you let slide, right? It's those little things that build momentum faster than the blatant kind of infractions, we'll say. So what we're seeing in the collective right now, the reason I had to make a whole video about this collective is because globally there is a shift taking place right now for a group of souls that is reaching the end of a karmic line. Okay, everyone is kind of going through this. That's just spirits telling me that's part of Jupiter going direct right now. Again, not an astrologer, not an astrologist. I just hear things and I'm told to talk about things. Okay. There are a lot of karmic completions taking place right now. And a lot of this is tied to some very deep Saturnian energy. Okay. Saturn gets a bad rap. I don't think Saturn has much chill. Yeah, I know. But the goal of Saturn is to bring a tangible reality to the lessons that you're meant to learn. But that also means that Saturn can really work in your favor to help you find a clear path to moving forward and building your dreams. So, so I was seeing something that someone said here about your higher self being your twin flame. That would imply that something outside of you is you, which I guess is true because of oneness and unity, but your twin flame is a specific soul contract. It is a very specific soul contract. It is a soulmate contract that some souls choose to enter into if they're looking for that kind of learning experience. And that takes place between you, if you resonate with being on the twin flame journey or having had been on the twin flame journey, and the people that also enter those contracts with you. for the sake of the mirroring between the two of you. Now, a lot of these karmic relationships also include very very challenging lessons around forgiveness, as well as I'm hearing for some of you, reputation is a really big thing here. So maybe there was for some of you here that are listening to this message, there was a dynamic between you and a twin flame, because again, doesn't have to be just one. It's as many as it takes to learn the lesson, says Dolores Cannon. Says me because I'm listening to Dolores Cannon. I was here. So in this, you understand a bit more dramatically the surface level value of relationships compared to what takes place on the surface. Now, empaths, you guys sense things going on beneath the surface, so you're always operating there. You're always operating there. Okay? That's what I'm here for, AJ. Happy you made it in. Thank you for listening to your spirit team to tune into this live. Thank you, Lucky, for your blessing. Okay? You guys always operate here with this awareness of the energetic reality taking place, okay? And while you are discovering your own gifts as an empath, as an intuitive, as a psychic sensitive being, that's one of the very profound gifts actually that gets mirrored in twin flame karmic relationships, is the assumption that because of the intense magnetism that they must be like you. The things they say, the things they do, they must also be as sensitive as you. If they're going to say those things, if they're going to fill in the blank, you know. But over time, things start to unravel for you in such a way where your spirit team says, "Hey, there's some discrepancies here." And sometimes when you start to highlight those discrepancies in these twin flame karmic dynamics, there is immediate pushback. That can look like gaslighting. That can look like separation manifesting. Because sometimes empaths, light workers, you call things out without meaning to. You guys call things out without meaning to. 144 of you, exactly, 144 of you in here, welcome. That is the number for this message, right? You guys could be seeing 144 a lot. It's a lot of light worker activations in the collective, and a lot of light workers sign up for the twin flame karmic journey. But it does reach an end. You guys need to remember that the twin flame journey does conclude when you decide to choose yourself. Now, for some of you, you're already like, yeah, Julia, I'm there. We've been there, done that. We did that. We did that. You're just talking about my past. I'm going to throw a little asterisk in here because there's a reason that even if you've already graduated from the twin flame school of learning, you've walked away from those connections, you've passed the tests when they decide to resurface, because that always happens. That always happens. Why, Julia, am I still graduating from these lessons right now? Is there more for me to learn? There's always more to learn. That's the first answer, but going deeper into it, some of these karmic twin flame relationship situations were not just founded on personal boundaries and in your romantic connections and in the sense of like the behavior you'll allow. Some of these connections made very deep impressions in your psyche about your worthiness in terms of pursuing your dreams, worthiness in terms of manifesting finances or financial stability. For some of you, this is tied to your, I don't know if I said this, maybe I did, your artistry, your creativity. That's a really huge thing. Exactly. When you stop chasing love outside of you, love starts to chase you because you choose you. The twin flame journey is here to teach you that you actually have everything you need and that a relationship is meant to be two whole, complete people coming together in that fashion. And so sometimes it happens too that when you guys start to enter, so after you complete the twin flame journey, you graduate, there's some isolation, maybe there's another test, maybe there's another test. Excuse me. Oh my God. Spirit, don't interrupt my flow right now. Okay. So So that's a great question. I'll get there. Enlightenment with L. So see, you got to bring it back for me. Okay, so maybe there's another test here. Maybe there's another test. And then after that, there's the freedom of knowing that you broke free. If it does not feel like energetically you have cut the cords, you have broken those chains, and you have felt relief and peace in your body, there is still more to learn. Okay? And sometimes there's things that need to play out on the physical for you to manifest the energetic release of those change. That can literally look like a divorce contract for some of you. Okay? All of this is in perfect time. All of this is in perfect time. Welcome in, new folks. I'm happy you're here. My name is Julia Rose. I'm a psychic medium, energy healer, and I'm here to help you. Thanks for coming in. Okay. So, as you're continuing to unravel the mental effery of these connections, if you haven't already tuned into the live stream that I did yesterday, that was talking to the generational curse breakers. A lot of twin flame people that resonate with twin flame ideology and having those contracts also resonate with being generational curse breakers. Oh my gosh, tongue-tied spirit, help. So if you haven't had a chance yet, please check those messages out because there is a lot in there that is supporting these messages today. Okay. We dove a lot into attraction and repulsion and how you shifting your identity naturally kind of flips the script on what you're attracted to and can sometimes even make the things that you were attracted to repulsive. And that can look like different connections. That can look like certain habits. That can look like addictions. That can look like things that you thought were really helping you that were actually caging your spirit. Okay. So, yeah. Sorry, just getting another download for you. There was a question here about if one is a star seed, is the other a star seed too? Not always. And I do want to say that here, Dolores is here. She's saying that twin flame contracts do have the ability to graduate into a kingdom spouse relationship, but that's not usually the case. It does not, it more often doesn't happen. And actually it's quite rare, Dolores is saying, but it can happen if both souls choose to evolve. But generally, that doesn't happen in those connections because the mirroring of triggers is so strong that it's meant to push both folks deeper onto their own journey. Now, if people go deeper underground, deeper into hiding spiritually, that's their choice. A lot of what those dynamics will tell you too and teach you too, collective, is how to be detached from other people's behavior and other people's choices and not taking things personally. But as you're starting to recognize that sometimes what you thought was being mirrored was actually just being projected, that those mirrors between the two of you were actually just projections, you start to see that calling your power back was the best choice that you could make. That letting go of something that hurt you more than it supports you and supported you is the healthier choice that you can make. Now, absolutely there is grief in this process. Absolutely this is heartbreaking and devastating because these connections are so passionate. They are so passionate and so connected in a certain way. But it's not necessarily that the way that connection takes place is actually serving your highest good. Some of you might resonate with the chakras perspective on this, that according to where people are in their soul evolution, they're living through the lens of one of their chakras. So sometimes people living in, you might say, lower vibrational realities, they're living out of the lower chakras. People that are really, really detached and kind of flighty, I would say not so grounded really in physical reality, are living in the upper chakras. But interestingly enough, we aim for the heart. We aim for the heart. There's a lot of light washing that tends to happen also on the twin flame journey. That if it's not very deep in a karmically negative situation, it's very, very detached out of this physical realm. Sometimes you'll see the same thing manifesting in the same connection, both things. And usually a degree of separation takes place with that. Hmm. So another thing that these karmic relationships aim to teach you is detachment. So that is releasing expectation over how your twin flame will or will not show up in your life. So, and going through this, literally going through this journey myself, and also connecting with other teachers, and now being on the other side of that, and also connecting with my spirit team, and meditating with source to see more about what is really meant to be learned from these connections, is that the idea of reunion, I see so many readers, I see so many people talking about the focus on twin flame reunion, but in a very unhealthy way, because sometimes that messaging can be misconstrued and misinterpreted as something that really, that is feeding your desire to go back to the past, to what once was, when reunion in a lot of your cases would be to your detriment. You guys don't understand how protected you are. And I mean, you don't understand. You don't understand how protected you are. Your spirit team will not let people stay on your path if they are not going to evolve at the rate that you're going to evolve. So when you get those nudges, that is your team calling you. That is your heart saying, we've learned what we were meant to here. And again, some of these connections can be very peaceful. They can be filled with a lot of love. And yet they can be momentary. Your kingdom spouse chooses you because you choose you. And oftentimes this is someone that you don't even know yet, if you're still on the twin flame journey. And even more so, this person will be completely different from anyone you've ever been in a connection with before. And the difference, this is your kingdom spouse, the difference is when challenges come up, they are willing to be in it with you and heal forward. There's always healing that takes place in these connections. Karmic, soulmate, kingdom spouse, whatever you want to call it. There's always healing that takes place. It's just how that healing occurs is not something that drives you apart. Choosing yourself in relationship with your kingdom spouse is not seen as choosing yourself over them, over the connection. Choosing you is actually what is required to maintain harmony and maintain balance. And that also takes a very, very interesting and practiced kind of strength, which is why there's that necessary period of independence. There's that necessary period of bossing up before encountering your kingdom spouse. And oh boy, does that mean you will not be tested in that connection? Hell no. You will. You will. Absolutely, you will. But again, these are challenges that bring you closer together. Making the unconscious conscious does not drive a wedge between you. That is how you know that you are with someone that is actually a healthy match for you. They don't try to just spin it around and say, well, you could do better, or you're not doing enough, or who are you to talk to me like that? None of that nonsense. They want to be your equal. They want to be your partner. And that is only taking place because you have stopped BSing yourself. And you have stopped accepting less than you deserve. No more settling, collective. No more settling. Not for nothing. Not for anyone, not for anything. You guys know on your own independent journeys as an individual, not considering all of your relationships, you know that the deeper you go, the harder it is to be out of alignment. The harder it is to stick with things, to stay in situations, to kind of to hold back your truth. It gets harder to do that because it makes you physically uncomfortable. Mhm. It makes you physically uncomfortable. It literally makes you sick to your stomach to hold your truth back. It literally makes you sick to hold back a boundary or to tolerate disrespect. If you're not there yet, I ask you with love, I ask you gently, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take, my dear? You don't have to accept anything less than you deserve. You don't. I love that. Yeah, the polished nails is exactly the energy. Yes, queen. Yes, it is. So there's a lot of other things going on here too, because these twin flame karmic connections, when you finally step into separation and you're graduating from the twin flame karmic school, you have to learn how to trust yourself again, to trust your own judgment, to stand up for your intuition and your instincts, but also how to trust other people. That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. Yeah, Dre, I'm not here to waste your time. Not here to waste your time. I'm here to help you. So oh my god, you guys don't even get how highly your spirit team views you. You don't get how much your angels look at you and go, "Oh my god, aren't they just the most wonderful thing? Aren't they just so amazing that they get up every day and they keep trying? They still care." After all that BS, they still care. They still have love in their heart. They can still find a way to forgive. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it? See, we didn't even have to pull cards yet. I had pulled my decks out here. I'm on the road. So I can only bring a couple with me. You guys probably already know which ones they are. They're the ones that travel with me everywhere. Mm. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to our collective. My name is Julia Rose. I'm a savage mother. No, I'm a psychic medium and a Reiki master healer. And I'm so happy you made it here. You guys freaking rock, okay? Literally, people who find my channel are ready. You guys find me when you're freaking ready, okay? Stick around. Subscribe. Hang out. Here for the vibes. We keep it real. Yeah, 222 right when I said that. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys are resonating with these messages, but you're needing help on how to detach or navigate certain situations in your life, I'm feeling one of two services. Either book a reading with me. We always go so deep. But if you are just ready for the energetic shift, book a cord cutting session and negativity clearing, okay? Because we'll snip, 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 get you clear. I do one-on-ones on Zoom. All right. And just a reminder, another friendly reminder, I am in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Okay? Eastern Standard Time Zone. So if you guys, yeah, Cynthia knows. Cynthia and I have been working together for a while. Love you, girl. You rock. Mm-hmm. Destin, I'm happy you made it in. Ugh. Wow, higher thinking with Val. That's like this message could not have been more perfectly timed, right? Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. You got this. You got this. Mm-hmm. My website's in the description box below. Shout out to my amazing mods, Julia and Lisa in the house. Thank you guys for tuning in. Dropped my link in the live chat for booking a session with me one-on-one. Clicked so fast. Yeah, the message is you're graduating. You're graduating from Twin Flame Karmic School. All right, need a little more water, and then we'll get back into it. Again, sorry if you can hear any background noise. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that card flew out. What else, Spirit? I know. Everyone's talking about the rise of the feminine, right? Everyone's calling out the rise of the feminine. The dark feminine rises. The divine feminine rises. The dragons are here to empower the feminine. Whatever you've heard. Whatever you've heard. It's true. No. a lot of it's true. But you guys, truth is so interesting, right? It's all about what resonates with you when it resonates with you. And there really is no room for judgment here. You know? These cards, I know. My throat chakra the energy keeps wanting to not come through. Spirit, we're not having that today. I'm getting through these messages. 10 of Swords. Welcome in. 10 of Swords. Justice. And the Empress. 4444 on my freaking timer here. You can't even make that up. I love you too, you guys. You freaking rock. We're all in it together. Okay? The only reason I have answers is because I have to go first. Okay? I want you to think no. I'm feeling so playful tonight. This is so fun. Okay, 10 of Swords, Justice, and the Empress. Literally, wow. This is about, again, here's that cord cutting. Some of you guys have been called to cutting cords. Again, I literally just said book a cord cutting with me. If you were on the fence, now's your yes. This is spirit saying, hey, do it. Do it. You guys are already really deep on this intense alchemical period. Sorry, spirit just gave me another confirmation. I was cracking up. Yeah. 10 of Swords, Justice, and the Empress. Like, geez. You guys are reaching a new level with this stuff. And I know it's been feeling like that. I know it's the fact that you're closing out these karmic cycles. I know it's the fact that you are aware of how much you hate yourself for what you allowed. I know. I know. Spirit knows. Okay? They know. But some of these shame cycles are exactly what you're healing and breaking free of right now. Do not hate yourself for what only time could teach you. I should have known sooner. I should have seen the signs. I should have trusted my gut. Bottom line is you're not in those situations anymore. You're not. If you're stuck in a loop, you need to book a karmic reset with me. Book an Akashic record reading and healing, and we'll break all that shit up. Okay? Links in the description box below here. Also, my mods have been dropping my website in the chat. Merry meet. When Hecate comes through to me, she always says that. Welcome in, Penny. I approve of myself. Absolutely. That is the attitude to have. That is the attitude to have. Okay? 10 of Swords, Justice. It's like it's a clean slate happening here. This isn't a 180, you guys. This is a whole new dimensional reality. This is a whole new reality. From 10 of Swords to the Empress, that's not just you healed, okay? That's not just you let it go. That's not just you cut the cord, even though you did, or you need to. This is you reclaiming your own authority, okay? That's also essential in your kingdom spouse connection, you guys, is being your own voice of authority, okay? Trusting your own intuition, trusting your connection with the divine. Understanding that you are here to embrace your uniqueness, to be independent, but also in a connection that supports you and lifts you up and gives you the room to grow that you need. All right? Oh, Ari, it's all good. Welcome in. Some of you guys are not, I'm hearing that some of you guys have been telling the same old story. That's what Spirit is saying. You've been in the same loops because you've been telling the same stories of the same things, okay? Spirit is bringing an end to that. Spirit is bringing an end to that. You guys need to do what you can to stay grounded right now because so much energy is clearing out of you. Again, lots of purification symptoms, lots of symptoms like energetic overload. Like Not quite overstimulation, but feeling like there's too much energy trying to shift through you at once. That's really common right now. Not because it's actually too much energy, but just because it's a lot to be taking place in a very short period of time. Okay? So go easy on yourselves as you're navigating these situations. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Wow. Because again, it's deeper than just the divine feminine rising, you guys. This is reclaiming harmony between the masculine and feminine polarities. You can't look at one without the other. You just can't. Because you're not just one thing, you're not just one way. Exactly. I it's balance, but it's also harmony. It's give and take, it's flow, it's support. Mhm. Connect to heart. You might be learning a lot from dog spirits right now. Whether you have puppos, you have dogs, or you have dogs on the other side guiding you. Mhm. It feels like there's something being unlocked in you guys. Like this limitless feeling. There's a limitless feeling that's going to be activated in you. Not just your infinite connectedness, but this feeling of unlimited potential, unlimited opportunity. Mhm. Yeah, if you're seeing 369, that's an indication of a quantum shift. Yes. How funny. My throat chakra kept getting stopped up. Spirit, you crack me up. Higher perspective, speak truth. You guys could be pulling Ace of Swords in your readings, or you could be seeing confirmation of this message from other readers, other intuitives. Higher perspective and speak truth. And how interesting that they go hand in hand, right? I'm seeing spirit again. The temperance energy is also here of weaving them together. That the more you speak your truth, the more your awareness expands, your perspective elevates. And the more your perspective elevates, the more you can find truth. Mhm. Yeah, some of you might even be seeing Archangel Michael's blade in meditations. That's a specific confirmation. Thank you for reminding me that that was a download that I was supposed to give you. Mhm. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Yo, I said he was here, didn't I? That's crazy. Ace of Swords. Mhm. There is something being activated in you right now because you're cutting some of the oldest, deepest chains. Sometimes the twin flame journey goes hand in hand with the generational curses that you break. Okay? That the patterns you learn are so specifically manifested through karmic dynamics so that you can see them in very, very intense connections, so you can see them faster or more clearly whenever your vision is expanded, and make the changes that you see fit. Stop it. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Hmm. There's a revival of spirit here. Again, that Ace of Swords lends itself to this sense of limitless potential. The Ace of Swords is more of like a declaration, an acknowledgement of something at last. I'm just hearing at last, finally. Like this is finally happening for you. Yeah, it is. It is. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, the Moon, all of that subconscious healing. Love it for you. I know there's a new moon coming up soon. You'll definitely see me out here for a live when I remember when that is. And I look forward to scheduling that. If you want to get the notification for when I'm going live, sign up for notifications after you subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you made it in. Finally, the Queen of Swords. Thank you. You know, I probably already said it, but my light worker brain is like, what's going on? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Queen of Swords. Oh, 4 days out? Yeah, we're already in that energy, for sure. Already in that energy. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups. The Moon. Again, I feel like some of you, because of this, some of your situations, whether this was related to your twin flame journey or not, this might have been some sort of karmic trauma that took place before your twin flame dynamics took place that was repeated. Okay? But I'm definitely seeing a silencing of your voice here. I'm seeing that your voice was not heard. You were silenced. I'm seeing, yes, we mentioned gaslighting earlier, but it's more that you felt overlooked. You did not feel seen. You were made to shrink in some of these connections, okay? And so feels like the moon here is like a giant flashlight. And yes, spirit showed me the Ace of Swords was right under the moon, okay? This is like a giant flashlight. Spirit is saying, hey, 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 look at this. Look at this. Look at how this all began. Look at how this all started. So you can see where the root of these things are to let them go. Because it feels like there's a lot of emotions here that you might have repressed so deeply that you can't even feel them or access them. Someone here going to be doing breath work soon? Someone here considering doing breath work soon because you got a green light from spirit. Huh, green light. I was just talking about flashlights. So this energy here is asking you to see, yeah, lots of heart chakra healing, just so much. You guys might even feel like itchy in your heart space. There is so much that's ready to pour out of you. It just feels like some of these experiences dampened your flow, but they also made you very guarded, you know? And so you're working through a lot of this silencing, and it feels like you're starting to I feel like you're clapping back. I feel like you're clapping back. in a really interesting way. Like you're not sitting here letting the fear or letting the pattern continue, but it's not coming from anything outside of you checking you. It's you. Yeah, the pressure in your chest right now activating you. I'm calling it up for you to look at it. If you're feeling activated physically because of these messages, it's because I'm calling these things out for you to look at. All right? And this isn't even one-on-one session. Imagine what I could do for you in a Reiki session. Okay? So, you're learning how to see that you have the ability to change these narratives. You're so welcome. You have the ability to let go. I'm hearing it ends with you. It ends with you. It ends with you. Mhm. Let it flow. All those emotions stirring up right now or in these days and weeks, let it pass. Let it move through you and pass. Because otherwise, that stuff gets locked in your body, which can create imbalances in your organs. Okay? Let it out. If you're needing a systematic, designed approach to your shadow work and you're wanting a container for that, sign up for my Shadow Work Bootcamp. It's a 6-week self-paced course that I designed with Reiki sessions in the guided meditations with affirmations. We look at different situations and different emotions for 6 weeks. Again, it's probably going to take you longer than 6 weeks. You do it however long you need to do it. It's $30 on Udemy, $30 USD. Okay. The link for that is in the description box below. If one of my mods could drop the link for the Udemy course, I appreciate you. Thank you, Lisa. On it. Yeah, unfortunately, is it Wim? Is it Vim? How do you pronounce your name? Van Kempen. I have a tendency to just yes. It's just yes. Okay. I have a tendency to activate you guys. Again, when you're seeing my videos, I'm a channeler. I'm an energy healer. So when I say things that reach you in a certain way, it's calling these things up for you to process. Okay? You're safe to feel, you're safe to heal it. And you feel it to heal it. Okay? Energies the last several days have been very intense. Schumann resonance has been pretty active as well. If you've been getting migraines out of nowhere, you're not alone. They've been terrible. They've been terrible. Okay? Take it easy. Take it easy on yourselves. Stay hydrated. Let yourself process what is coming up for you right now. If you're needing extra time for yourself to process these feelings, do that. Take that time. If you need someone to hold space for you and you want someone to help guide you through that processing, book a session with me. I'd love to do that for you. I literally live for this. I literally live for this. And I would love nothing more to help you. Okay? And my availability is on my website. And if you have any questions about what to book, because I do have a lot of different things going on, I also offer Reiki for PS. Yeah, see, I can't even speak. I, I offer Reiki for PTSD as well as exposure therapy Reiki. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more fine-tuned to what you're needing help with, again, and you're not sure what that is, shoot me an email. You can reach out to me through my website. Okay? Emotions are a channel, not a cage. That is so beautiful, Josh. That is beautiful. I freaking love you too. You're amazing, you guys. Okay. So, we're about finished with the live today. Covered a lot of ground, okay? You're breaking out of a lot of karmic dynamics. Some of these things started in your twin flame journey. Some of these things were brought out of the unconscious into your conscious awareness through twin flame dynamics, okay? either way, the collective is going through a massive purge of these old karmic contracts, okay? Some of you might feel called to do this in an energy work session. Some of you guys might be doing this in a uh just like just noticing. You might just be noticing these things. Okay? If you've been having a hard time letting go, please do not hesitate to reach out for help, okay? You're needing to trust your instincts right now because they're guiding you towards what's next. If you've been getting messages to ground your energy and to release old energy, to cleanse your energy body, to cleanse your space, a lot of you guys might feel called to cleanse your space. Trust that. Okay, you might be called to start new projects. I would say again, we're almost out of Mercury retrograde. Maybe we just wait a little bit. Maybe just wait a little bit. If you're trying to start a whole new thing right now, maybe just wait a little bit. But it's also a really interesting time with Jupiter going direct that that kind of overrides the Mercury retrograde energy of glitching. So, I mean, not necessarily. Not necessarily. But to each their own. Your journey is unique, and how this energy is manifesting will be unique to you. All right, beautiful people. Let's see, what are the final messages for you today? If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our soul tribe. Thank you for trusting your instincts to click on this video or to stick around. I should say, and to stick around. Welcome in, Sherry. You're so welcome. Faith in God is important, but so is faith in yourself. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Also, we love all religions here. We love all spiritual paths. Everyone is welcome. To each their own, whoever you call out to, whenever you call out to them, however you call out to them. It is beautiful. You'll hear me say God. You'll hear me say God and Goddess. You'll hear me say Krishna. You'll hear me say Source. Source is not limited. Spirit is not limited. These are your last two cards for this message, you guys. Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Isn't that incredible? That this healing is opening up doors for you. This healing is literally opening up doors for you. Hearing someone's waiting on a return call or a return message. It just might happen. Okay, just take your time and trust. What else do you need to know? Spirit is saying your heart healing is going to connect you to new opportunities. Your heart healing is going to connect you to new opportunities. Yeah, confirmation. All right, I know. I'm getting the nudge. I'm getting the nudge. I gotta go, you guys. I just want to pull one last card here. Okay, it's really important to me, folks that are new here and folks that have been here, you know the vibe. But it's really important to me that everyone in their faith and spirituality feels welcome and that no one feels like one is trying to dominate another. Okay? We're all about sharing the love, sharing the light here. Because that's what it's about, isn't it? Sharing the love, sharing the light. You might be seeing 911, speaking to the graduation of these soul lessons. It's not an emergency situation. It's the final call. It's also the final countdown. Okay? Transmute and the Sage. The Sage came out again tonight, you guys. If you have not tuned into the live stream that I did yesterday, the one for the generational curse breakers, this is another call to do that because this card came out in that message as well. And if you've resonated with these messages, I can pretty much guarantee that there's at least one or two things over there for you. All right? Transmute the Sage. You are the leader of your own wisdom. You are the final say in your perspective. God, goddess cannot interfere with free will. So, as you are starting to call your power back and you start to feel very independent sometimes from a hyper dependence on spirit, that is very different. Being codependent with God is very different from being surrendered to God. Okay? Because it's very important to spirit also that you think for yourself and that you decide what has meaning to you and what feels valuable to you, that you decide for yourself what resonates for you and what doesn't. And so, in this way, becoming your own leader spiritually, the source of all that is your entire spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, and loved ones on the other side. They all can help guide you. They can help you learn and see new things in new ways. But whatever path you ultimately choose to take is going to meet you where you are. And that's also why so many people are drawn to different paths. It's actually a soul contract that we create before we get here. We decide what religious beliefs we want to experience for the sake of our soul growth. And of course, we all have free will. That can always change. But it comes back to the love. It comes back to the wisdom of your heart. And I think that's where I'm going to leave you tonight. All right, beautiful people. Again, if you're new here, welcome. Stick around. Welcome to our soul tribe. I'm happy you made it in. If you are just tuning into this now, or you only caught a little bit of this message and it resonates with you, I encourage you to watch the whole thing from the start. All right? I'm so happy you're here. Genuinely. And again, all my links to work with me or to see what I've got going on that you can tune into are in the description box below. I'm excited. I'm going to be facilitating a guided meditation on Patreon tomorrow night. We always do it on Zoom so we can all connect with one another. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to join over there for that, you can sign up for my Patreon channel. Yay! And the link for that is in the description box below. Maybe one of my mods will drop it here. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, mods, for holding down the fort, and I will see you very soon. All right, beautiful people. Again, if you're new here, I'm so happy you clicked on this video. Thank you for trusting your gut to stick around. Always here when you need me. All right, beautiful people. I will see you in the next one. Until then, I feel like I need to go have some giggles. I hope you guys have a fun night. Have a beautiful night. Take care, folks. And I'll see you in the next one.